I had a feeling it was going to be the Game & Watch, just given the matchup.
Exactly. So now this is a character in Game & Watch that does not necessarily need to deal with any of D3 Will's camping options, but Will does have disjoints to spare.
Yeah, and this is going to be really interesting because, you know, DeDeDe likes to set up and camp from across the stage there and then use those disjoints to further maintain the zone, but that's just not an option here. D3's going to really get in. Oh, just inhales the bacon, spits it right back out.
No, take it back. Take it back to the kitchen. That one's rare.
Yeah, that's insulting to the chef,
Exactly.
man.
Let it cook a little bit more. Alright, Wood already going ahead and applying a little bit of range pressure. I'm liking the slow pace of this matchup. He's not really trying to get like one of those crazy hits to open up D3. He's instead using that reflector, getting a little bit of damage. Great 2-frame. D3 super susceptible to that.
Yeah, and already like 100% damage off of that too. Like, just the reflected Gordo alone is a ridiculous amount of damage, let alone, you know, the little bits and pieces Game & Watch puts up as well.
This is kind of the problem with G-Dubs, though, is that he doesn't really have a ton of kill confirms. It's mostly like falling neutral can combo into a couple things, but other than that, like once you're at kill percent, what do?
Yeah, you start down smashing.
Oh yeah, that's just how it works. Look at C-Stick and maybe they'll mess up.
Yeah, exactly. The idea is you get enough of a percentage lead that you can afford to throw up. Oh, didn't work out quite that way though. D3 bringing it back with a couple solid forward airs off stage.
Yeah, D3 will. It's kind of like the tail of the matchup is that. Oh my God! Did Game & Watch Uppy just kill somebody? No. Okay, I was gonna say. I saw red sparks there. I'm just like, absolutely no way that kills.
177, and you gotta wonder how high the percentage is gonna go in a matchup like this for D3 Will. I mean, unless you get hit by a smash attack from Game & Watch, you're probably confidently healthy until 200, 210 maybe.
And then intercepting the up B with up air. D3 Will understands what he needs to do to take advantage in this matchup. But yeah, just look at him waiting this out. Will basically, he sits in shield at mid-distance. Every now and then he'll do a falling neutral air or a falling back air because both of those can be safe if you allow them to tap your shield. And then smacking away Game Watch because he knows that G-Dubs is going to come off stage with a back air. He just understands exactly what he needs to do.
You know, and this is something I think we didn't see as much before the Wi-Fi era. We're seeing a lot more now, and players are willing to try to just take a lead, even if it's a small one, and time somebody out, or at least drain the clock out and make them approach if the matchup doesn't really approach well for them. Because D3, the approach options here for D3 are kind of not great.
Minimal. It's basically like back air and neutral air. Neutral air is a fake move. You can just pressure that with any disjoint.
Right. Which Game & Watch has a few of those. The turtle.
Listen, I've pressured it with like Mario neutral air before. that move is embarrassingly small.
Mario neutral air, not something I would go to think of as an example of a disjoint, but hey, if it works,
exactly.
It works.
Gets the falling neutral air, but great tech right there by Will. Tries to go ahead and grab the inhale. That's been one that he's been going for that a lot. Not particularly effective in this match, but again, covering Wood's recovery off stage a bit lax in his mix-ups right there, and Will's got him with that forward air twice now.
Yeah, the bacon pressure on shield from Wood, though. Wood's trying to, you know, trying to have to approach here and trying to find a way in, but look at the patience from D3. I mean, not making that job easy whatsoever. Another inhale.
Just jumps right over it. That's exactly how you want to respond to it. Now you get a couple of back airs. Take him off stage with the up B. No. Resetting and trying to get a ledge trap here. Again, the 2-frame.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like Game & Watch can pretty reliably 2-frame here.
Yeah, like a lot of dash attacks can be that. He raises his mittens up high and they can like tap above the stage in points.
Right. Okay, not in time to punish the inhale this time. D3
that's what you want to do. Exactly. Just the second that D3 tries to land on you, immediately up B. Use that move to beat out Nair.
Yes. Because Nair's the only thing DeDeDe's going to reliably land on you with. Okay, D3 way off stage here. Wood, potential chance to find the stop. Got him in the corner looking for something with the bomb. I mean, that's the one thing I wasn't thinking about. Bomb might take a stop early-ish on DeDeDe. That does have a...
Again, 3 for 3 on the fares. Wood not recognizing that Will is incredibly aggressive off stage with that aerial.
Yeah, you know, and you need to be in those mashups against those slippery off-stage characters. Having been on the receiving end of it myself playing Mega Man, I like to think I'm pretty slippery off stage. That forward air covers like the entire Tennessee off stage.
Oh, it's
like,
so good,
there's nowhere you can exist and not get hit. I don't care how slippery you think you are off stage, that forward air is coming for you.
So a few folks are asking if you can shield inhale. You can. There's a grab box on it, but it's very, very small. Typically what you want to do is you want to shield it or jump over it because it does have a bit of lag. If you try to like move into it, you might get hit by the grab box though, so you got to be very careful about how you approach it.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I think there's also like a slight wind box
there
before
is.
that can move your shield a little bit. It's very strange. Shielding it is unreliable.
Did you get that? Oh my god, D3 Will, understanding exactly where Wood was going, gets the double up air to kill. Good lord, Wood is looking a little bit shaken with that one.
Yeah, just spinning the hammer all the way up there to the top blaster, and D3 Will trying to absorb one of the bombs, or trying to inhale one of the bombs. That, I think, could be deadly. I was not thinking about that as an option, but that projectile, that bomb is a projectile. If it gets inhaled, it should get sent back. But outside of that early stock, it looks like Wood is at least now a little more in control of the pace of the game, if down a stock here. So it might be enough to help them get back into the an even situation here. But I have to say, D3 is really putting up a lot of pressure.
I'm loving the judges by Wood. He's preloading that, trying to go ahead and make sure that he's got a 9 ready. Gets one up B, has to air dodge back to stage, and that's kind of a reset right there. That doesn't seem to have enough knockback to threaten Will while he's got a couple of the jumps left.
Yeah, this DeDeDe is so tanky. Look, a bomb hits at like 100, and D3 is barely off stage.
Not going to go for the 2-frame. Tries instead to punish the standard get up with the forward tilt. Not biting, though, as Will.
So deep out there to dodge the key, too.
Will is doing exactly what he needs to do to avoid these hitboxes. Like, he's just running forward and shield. This is,
Oh, the parry grab. That's maybe set up for a stock here. D3 going solo again, though, just to get out of the way of that. Forward tilt on the get up as well.
the fade back, recognizing that forward air is coming this time.
It's got to be so frustrating on both players' accounts, because D3, really can't approach very well for any reason. And Wood basically has to try to find something off stage to find the stock. I stand corrected, as Wood just found it as I was saying it. But for the most part, yeah, like trying to find the stock on DeDeDe off stage too.
Great
really
punish on the nair, though.
Oh yeah.
I love the turtle pressure. Max range turtle is, I don't want to say that it's safe on shield, but it is incredibly difficult to punish if you don't have a really long range disjoint.
Yeah, it's a sword and a shield together because it blocks up a whole bunch of space.
You protect the attack.
Exactly.
Getting just the double jab into the grab, not biting though is Will. Turtle out of shield there. The aggressive up B, and Will was waiting that out for so long. He just kept running forward, holding shield, says, I know he's going to hit it. I know he's going to hit it.
Yeah, and that's, not a lot of characters can punish that up B out of shield like that immediately, but DeDeDe's got some pretty good upwards range with that. Oh, going for that 2-frame with the dash attack, though, trying to end this up early. Is that a kill? That does hit, like, crazy hard.
Yeah, potentially, but not at, I don't think at 28. That one might have, though.
Yeah.
Forward smash, we both had to hold our breath just a little bit. That is a suicide.
Oh, the air dodge.
So that is a bit difficult here, as D3 Will has been cashing in these stocks relatively late. So considering how long he makes each of his stocks last, dying at that percent feels a bit of a loss right here.
Yeah, now Wood is just trying to, like, even out the percentages. I mean, realistically here, Wood gets a lead percentage-wise and really wants to commit to the keep-away game. I could see it working out. Probably not going to go that direction, but even if you're not going to, getting that lead and forcing that approach is really important at this point in the game here.
Good roll out by Wood, and then immediately responding with the up B, and now he has his first percentage lead of the match so far. It feels like the patience that he's been showing in the second half of this has been really paying dividends. Oh my, I don't understand why he didn't die. It looks like the armor on the up B was enough to beat out the sour spot of Game & Watch's down smash, but Wood follows it up with a berry into a forward tilt, not even a forward smash, to claim that stock.
Hey, if at first you don't succeed,
Try again.
rail another down smash. Just throw it out there.
Repetition may very well be the key to success here, as it is at least guaranteed Wood a game 3. Takes a minute, like, shakes his head, like, yeah, like this matchup is a little bit annoying for both players, I think. I don't think anybody's having fun here right now.
There's a lot of matchups in Smash Brothers where one player's not having fun. There's a lot less where neither player's having fun, and this is one of them. And Wood for a second, hovering the Incineroar, maybe deciding to enjoy the game a little bit, but no, we're going to go into this matchup one more time. I mean, it's looking pretty good for Wood, so I feel that.
Now, what is the stage counterpick for Will? We are going to a stage with high, tall blast zones, D3 being one of the hardest characters to kill off the top. This means that this man is going to be surviving for quite a while, and then narrow side blast zones. So he's been killing off the sides quite a bit with forward air and back air, so I would not be surprised if we see Will trying to jank Wood out a little bit early right here, but look at the change up the playstyle from Wood. He didn't rush in at all. No safe pressure. He waited for Wood to come to him, and he's going to keep doing so.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're actually seeing Gordos again. We haven't been seeing that like this whole set. That's usually a core part of the DeDeDe kit, but
I think this Game Watch shuts it down completely. Because you can back air him, you can reflect them with Bucket.
And the Bucket sends them back with extra damage too, so it's even scarier.
Look at the change up here. All of a sudden, like, Wood has been racking up quite a bit, and he just has to finish playing with his food. Like, he can't allow this man to make that comeback like he did on the first stock of the set, where he racked Will to about 150 and then just immediately died.
Yeah, and the Gordo's coming out here from D3 to try to do something at a little bit more range, and Wood just consistently shutting him down each time, contributing to that percentage advantage as well. I mean, even a character as tanky as DeDeDe is has a little fear in the situation here.
Again, fading back is Wood, recognizing those tendencies of Will to go off stage aggressively for the forward air.
Setting up the old the bacon and fish wall there with the chef.
3-course meal. This man is nothing if not considerate of his opponent's dietary restrictions.
DeDeDe's a big boy. Needs that food.
But look at this, 100. This is an even game right now. Doesn't matter that 100% separates these two characters. It is going to be very difficult for Wood to get a kill, and it's going to be very easy for Will to get a kill. Didn't I say this was even, Consort?
You did. You said it was even, and you know, you're 100% correct. And look, see? Even game.
Even game. Light character versus heaviest character off the top on a stage that's a tall ceiling in our match. Yeah, we are going to see Wood struggle to get Will off the top for the rest of this set, most likely.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of percentage occurring here.
But this is really what I'd like to see Wood do quite a bit of, is like just punishing Will when he's at edge and punishing Will when he's above. The D3s love to like just jump a bunch of times to try to open you up with vertical movement, but the character can't actually land.
Right.
So Game Watch up air is just miserable for D3.
Yeah, not a whole lot of options for that once you're floating around in the air above Game & Watch like that as DeDeDe.
Not going to get the berry that Wood was looking for. That might have resulted in an early stock. Instead, Wool.
The down smash is still so mean even when it doesn't berry though. It sends you to low angle, it's hard to tech, you lose a ton of stage space, ton of stage control.
That forward air into the immediate jab has been working out really well for Wood this game. Wood just has not adapted to that safe shield pressure from the fair.
Yeah, got the inhale this time, guys. Wood off stage. And you know that fair is like the first thing on both players' minds here. That is the stock taker in this situation. Or, hold on, I could be wrong.
Look at Wood. He was jumping around so much. Will was just waiting for him to fire off the uppie, waiting for him to fire off an air dodge, something to try to escape vertically. And Will did a phenomenal job of sharking that up.
Yeah, just running Wood out of resources like as much as possible there, and then just finding the up tilt, or the up air. That up air is so crazy powerful.
And dash attack almost finishing it off the side.
We're at a point where like the percentage is so high, I can't even tell if it's good BI, bad BI, what. It's just, I have no concept for how much knockback is supposed to happen here. Turtle killed.
Dale moving a big body, but Turtle finally going to finish it off, and now we're back to 0%, but look at how much more work Wood has to do on these stocks.
Yeah, there's just... Wood has to do so much work, just staying at a distance, racking up damage safely, trying to force D3 to approach. D3 lands a handful of attacks, and the stock is just gone. And that's terrifying. Even if you know you've got the advantage in the neutral, that's still terrifying.
That dash attack probably would have finished off Wood's run right here. But right now, gets the neutral air. You're going to get any kind of a conversion off it. Only one hit, and then Will forces him back with that inhale.
Yeah, something we've been seeing from Will a little bit towards the back end of the set is using that inhale as D3 is fading away, and Wood is out of a double jump. To just force Wood to at least back up. It's not...
Oh, no, Wood! It looked like he tried to jump and then down air to hit the Gordo, but instead he just down aired off stage and suicides to wrap up that set. A little bit of frustration showing as he knew that that was a tightrope game he was walking, but he just could not finish it off. It's so disappointing.
It is, and that's the kind of pressure that those games put on you, especially when you're up here in like top 8 as well. You've been playing all day. You get up there, you got a long set like that where you know you've got to be playing perfectly because you mess up and get hit by a couple of attacks and your stock is gone. And man, that kind of pressure can do that to you.